for Honors Algebra on Unit 0, Notes 2. Let's go ahead and start by writing the date. Today's date is 9/6/19. For the I will be able to box, by the end of this section, I will be able to solve two-step equations using inverse operations. Let's take a look at our steps. So our first step says to draw a line through the equal sign. So go ahead and let's draw a line through the equal sign. Let's then also label the left side with an L and the right side with an R. Done. Number 2, observe the operation or operations. Notice that there are several things happening in this equation that's affecting the variable. So if I look at this equation, 2 equals x plus 5 divided by 12, I see that the variable x is attached to 5 by addition. But I see that this entire thing, x plus 5, is all divided by 12. Not just the x, but x plus 5 is divided by 12. So let's go back to my steps and notice step 3. Step 3 tells me that this equation is unique. And I need to start with the question, what is x being divided by? So in this equation, let's make a see-do chart. You can see I already messed up above. I'm sorry, my bad. I see x plus 5 is divided by 12. So for my c, I'm gonna write divided by 12, right? Which means I do the inverse, which would be multiply by 12. So I'm going to go back to this equation and I'm going to multiply by 12 on this side, and what I do on one side I have to do on the other, and I'm going to multiply by 12 on the left. So if I look at my steps, I've now checked off number 3 and I need to do my inverse operation. So if I look over here on the left side, 12 times 2 is 24. Equals, and I know that 12 divided by 12 is 1, which then cancels out. I am left with x plus 5 on the right side. Now I can continue with my inverse operations and check number 4, finish the final inverse operation. So let's go back. What do I now see? Let's continue my see-do chart. I'm done with the division, right, in the multiplication. My second C with my variable is I now see addition of 5. So I'm going to write C plus 5. I'm going to draw my line down further. And then I'm going to do the inverse, which is subtract 5. So I'm going to go back to my equation. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides of my equation. I know that a positive 5 minus a 5 gives me 0. So I'm going to cancel that out with a 0 and draw a line through it. On the right side, my x is left. I'm going to drop that down. And now I have 24 minus 5. Well, I know that 24 minus 5 is 19, which then equals x. So I go back to my steps. I've finished the final operation. I'm also going to box my answer. So 19 equals x is my solution. The value of x is 19 when 2 equals x plus 5 divided by 12. Am I finished? Not quite. I now need to do my final step to check my solution. My handwriting is so big. My apologies, guys. So I'm going to check my solution and I'm going to rewrite my equation. So I'm going to write 2, I'm going to keep drawing this line down, equals, and instead of writing the letter x, my variable, I'm going to use parentheses and substitute. My x I got was 19 plus 5. All of that is over 12. I know that on my right side, I can add 19 plus 5, and 19 plus 5 gets me 24. Still divided by 12 equals 2. Still drawing my line. 24 divided by 12 is 2. Equals in the middle sign, and I'm going to drop my 2 over here. This is now a true statement. I do know that 2 equals 2, so I'm going to draw my little check sign. That is true. And I'm going to box this truth. 2 does indeed equal 2, which tells me that my solution, 19 equals x, is indeed true.